was dealing with Offset and Cardi B walk out that meeting that CEO Pierre had put together for Jay Prince. And the reason why, because Offset and Cardi B felt like Jay Prince, he didn't want to be held accountable for the things that he was saying about them on social media. So with that, after a 20-30 minute back and forth, they can tell Jay Prince he wasn't giving in.
I agree with Offset and Cardi B walking out of that meeting, because Jay Prince is one person that doesn't get advice from people. You get what I'm saying? When you are so full of yourself, when you don't think that people's opinion matters, when you are so full of yourself, you think you got the money, you got the name and stuff like that, you're the one that is running Houston, and you can go on and talk about people, threaten people and do all that shit, right, to people, and you don't consider people's opinion or how hot people is. So I agree with Offset and Cardi B walking out of that meeting, because I wouldn't even advise them to sit down with him and have that meeting with QC, the CEO. You get what I'm saying? But before we get into it, make sure you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on that notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop a new video. Okay, so this particular clip is talking about a meeting that Cardi B and Offset had with Jay Prince after Jay Prince went on that podcast on $1 Million Worth of Game to talk, and threaten Offset and Cardi. You get what I'm saying? So, they had to sit down and talk, and the person who made that meeting possible is QC, the CEO, which is the CEO of Quality Control Music. That's the record label the former record label of Offset, right? The record label that owns the Migos. So he's the QC of a guy. So he had to call that meeting with Offset and Cardi to sit down with Jay Prince on that FaceTime meeting to talk about their, differences and stuff like that. So I commend QC, the CEO, for doing that. That's how a real man does. That's how a boss is supposed to be moving. There is nothing that is more comfortable than having peace of mind. You get what I'm saying? Peace of mind is so priceless. That's why so many of these rich guys that you see, so many of these rich gangsters that you see, they don't have peace. They have the money, right? They have the fame. They have everything that you can think of. But one thing that they don't have is peace. There is no peace within them. And that's why peace is so priceless. You get what I'm saying? So QC, the CEO, have to call on this meeting with Offset and Cardi B to sit down with Jay Prince on this first time to talk about their differences. But it happens that Jay Prince is not even acknowledging his, faults. He's not acknowledging his mistakes. He's not acknowledging that what he did on that podcast was wrong, which I think is so crazy. You get what I'm saying? You're an old man, 60 years old man, you still don't have wisdom. That's so crazy. How are you supposed to operate in the world that is filled with these young cats, doing their thing, and you see how, Offset reacted to the situation? I think that Offset reacted to the situation more maturely than Jay Prince did. Because Jay Prince is the one that started the whole, beef and stuff like that. By going on that podcast, $1 Million Worth of Game, to threaten Offset, which I think is a little bit crazy. And here is QC, the record label, trying to call on this FaceTime meeting for them to sort out their differences. But Jay Prince refused to acknowledge his mistakes. You get what I'm saying? Which is so crazy. How do you expect this man who is so arrogant to even acknowledge his mistakes? Because he went on that podcast to say that he heard something that Offset said behind his back, right? Concerning the death of Takeoff. And he came to say, Offset, you gotta be careful how you talk about me or you're gonna lose your life. Isn't it crazy? Someone told you that Offset said this kind of thing about you. Instead, for you to call Offset on phone to find out what's really going on, to clear yourself, you get what I'm saying? To have real conversation as men, you went ahead on a podcast to threaten Offset, which I think is crazy. And here we have QC, the record label, calling on this FaceTime meeting for you to sit down with this couple, to sit down with Offset and Cardi B, which I think is reasonable, and kind of discuss what's really going on. You couldn't acknowledge your mistake. You couldn't say, I'm sorry for what I said. But this is why I said what I said. But you kind of, claiming that Rap-A-Lot buzz and Mob Ties buzz and we run Houston, nobody mess with me and stuff like that. That's really crazy. That's really crazy. You get what I'm saying? And what do you all even expect from J Prince? I don't expect him to do more than what he did. You get what I'm saying? Take off that under your watch. And Offset is angry at you. He deserves to be angry. I mean, his brother died under your watch. His brother lost his life in Houston. The whole Mob Ties was in the building. They can keep the whole place safe. And he's mad at you. He's mad at the Mob Ties. And all you can do is to threaten him for being mad at you. Isn't it crazy, guys? You all tell me what you all think in the comment section. Go ahead, share your opinions in the comment section. I want to hear from you guys because this is getting a little bit crazy right now. Remember that everything that on the video still remains allegedly. You get what I'm saying? But some things that happens in this music industry is so crazy. People go on losing their life every day, and the people that are involved in the crazy shit ain't taking accountability for what they did. I'm not saying that J Prince have anything to do with takeoff death and stuff like that. Even though it's an accident, I have the right to be mad at you if I'm Takeoff's brother, like Offset. You can't expect me to be cool with you. That's why you went to Atlanta to link up with Quavo. And Quavo accepted you. You dined with Quavo. You made Quavo to shut up and not say nothing. And you think Offset's supposed to do the same thing, right? And Offset went ahead to say something and you ended up threatening Offset. And here is QC, the record label, trying to get you to reason as an old man. But you couldn't reason because your ego is so big that it won't allow you to be humble. Your ego is so big that it won't allow you to reason. And for you to sit down and sort out this situation with Offset and Cardi B, you still claiming right. You still claiming that, you did nothing wrong. Which I think is a little bit crazy, J Prince. But I want you guys to go ahead and share your opinions in the comment section. Tell me what you all think about this situation. For me, the video still remains allegedly, but for Offset and Cardi B to walk out, I think that's the best option. You get what I'm saying? That's the best option, and that's how it goes. But smash that like button, subscribe, and see you all in the next video.